Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whoever is listening to the show. It's Sarah from Coinbase Ladies. I hope everyone's well. You all had a good first week of 2019. Crypto's been doing quite well, quite not well. Well, everyone says their own thing. But I actually want to, I had a bit of a reflection what's been going on over the last week, and I've posted a link to my Twitter. I hope I have. Yes, I have. Altcoins Sarah. If you guys are not following me yet, give it a follow. But you guys actually remember, before everyone gets on the live stream, how 1 year ago during the bull market, people were actually selling the Binance accounts or even KuCoin or any other exchange that was big right at the time then for like a Bitcoin or something for like $8,000 or something. Like obviously Bitcoin was much more than 8,000 then, but it was like thousands of dollars people were actually selling because the exchanges were so full of new people and newcomers that they just couldn't possibly handle any more people. I just want to say that this was like a year ago and how drastically things can actually change. But it's not all so bad. But I've also asked a question, since you've been in crypto, have you been a victim of a scam? And 1,700 people almost answered the question. And actually 42% of you said yes. So that means, I should have probably done it before the video, but around 700 people have been scammed, and that's from the people who answered. That is not good. That's not a good sign, guys. Remember, if you get some weird message on a Twitter, Telegram, Discord, or even on Facebook, and someone's trying to shill you something or say, send me this, I'll give you this in return, just don't do it. Make sure to keep your things out of exchanges, which we're also going to talk about this week, because obviously proof of keys. And I hope that this time we're going to have a great live stream. So guys, hit the like button. I see there's lots of people watching now, so I will crack on with the news. People are saying good morning, 6 p.m. William. It's 5:30 where I am in England right now. How do you say Bitcoin now? Well, I don't know. Let's have a look. So we'll start with obviously the typical stuff, but the new year, like I said, rang and with a quite quiet week for crypto, I would say, and that's pretty much everything considered and news as well. After a 9% jump actually last Friday, the market moved quite sideways, bouncing between 135 billion to around 125. And the week ended with a total cryptocurrency market cap around 128 billion. That was the last time I checked. 132, sorry, it went up. Basically slightly under 7% gain. And most coins price stays relatively flat, with only a few reaching the double digits positively or negatively. So the biggest gainers were Chainlink, Icon, and Augur, with 40% gains for Chainlink. So, all good for you guys who hold them. But for the top coins, Bitcoin hardly moved. I actually experienced a not 1% loss. So it's fantastic. It's becoming a stable coin. Do you guys remember how we were complaining that Bitcoin around 6,400 was a stable coin? Well, it's pretty much half the value right now, and I miss those days, to be fair. But I'm hoping the market's going to drop even lower right now. Call me crazy, but that's what I'm hoping for. And then I can accumulate and have loads of back. So if you're asking me, I want the market to drop lower. Call me crazy. Thank you very much. Ethereum also finally overtook Ripple, showing an impressive 18% gains over the week. And Ripple went down in a price around 2%, I would say. So guys, if you've got any questions or want me to review something or mention some news that I might possibly not remember, obviously leave a comment and I'll get onto it. Once I finish with the news I've got prepared for you. So we are gonna start off this week with the news about the proof of keys. So if you guys are quite active on Twitter, it should be quite known for you for what happened. But basically, on January the 3rd, 2019 marks the 10th anniversary of the first ever Bitcoin block being mined by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009. Absolutely crazy if you ask me. And in reference to this, basically, Trace Mayer, who is like a Bitcoin enthusiast, I would say, invites users to join the proof of key celebration. And the whole idea was basically to remove your cryptocurrency from a third-party control and into your own control on the anniversary date. So, like be your own bank sort of a thing. BYOB always stood for me for bring your own booze, and now it's bring your own bank. It's amazing how things can change within a couple of years, at least for me. And Trace Mayer basically is calling for all cryptocurrencies enthusiasts to take off third-party control to move on to their cryptocurrency exists. And they even called proof of keys and keeps exchanges in check to ensure they actually have the crypto they say they do. And in addition, it allowed users to control their own cryptocurrencies, which is very important for us to declare and redeclare our monetary sovereignty on a regular basis. And loads of actually was sort of a way of finding what happened. But there was one thing that happened, and it's actually one exchange, hit BTC, which is quite a big exchange, allegedly already frozen users' accounts. And when I mean already, that was a couple of days before. And this basically prevented users from sending their coins off an exchange during the event. And if this is true, actually, that's not really a good sign. So if you guys are on HitBTC and you do hodl any coins on there, please let me know if they unfrozen it, was the current situation of it. As it was quite worrying, I would say. So like, does HitBTC mean that I don't have all these cryptos, that are like against it? You know, it is just a weird one, basically. Another one we've got is actually Coinbase, and Coinbase for once is losing their stuff. What am I talking about? So there is no secret, basically, that the stable coins are becoming more and more popular, not only among crypto hodlers, but also among high crypto profiles. And the former senior compliance manager at Coinbase, Vaishali Mehta, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, is one of them. And she basically has recently joined TrustToken as head of compliance. So Mehta worked at Coinbase for less than a year before switching to TrustToken, which is basically the US peg to USD. And TrustToken in turn confirmed that Mehta has joined the team and will become the new head of compliance. And the crypto exchange behemoth has not commented on the matter. So it's quite interesting to see that actually people are out of the people. And we'll see how it actually works out, how Coinbase will be acting in 2019. As we know that in 2018, they went from having 4 coins to having I don't even know how many they've got right now. I haven't looked on Coinbase in ages, which also tells you that I haven't bought crypto in a while. But that's a different matter. And I think they just need to stop going from one extreme to another. And I'm really excited what 2019 is going to bring and what next listings they're going to do. I mean, they're still outstanding from the top 5. They said they're going to list as one of the first ones. There's still one remaining. So I'm still waiting for that. And that'll be something I'll definitely take the gains for because I love the last one remaining. So now we're going to get on to Monero. And that, I think, is one of the biggest news for this week. Basically, revealed on Reddit, Monero, obviously, on Reddit and Twitter, that Fortnite will use Monero as an exclusive cryptocurrency payment option for Fortnite's merchandise store. So basically, what happened is Fortnite took over the gaming world in 2018 with over 40 million people playing the game every single month. And the game is basically free to play, but you can buy add-ons online for your characters, and this customization has made Epic Games millions of dollars. On January 1st, it was actually revealed that Monero had become the exclusive cryptocurrency for Fortnite's online shop. And the purchasing of goods using cryptocurrency is provided by Retail Row and its partnership with Globee. And the service basically allows retailers to accept major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP, and Monero. So why have they become an exclusive cryptocurrency for the online merchandise store? I don't really know. But you can only guess that must be some sort of a friendship or connection between the two. Personally, Monero does have its own FUD for several months ago. This, however, didn't prevent this partnership from happening. So, do you like Monero? Let me know, because there was quite bullish news, I think, for Monero, but Monero hasn't acted somewhat mad. There wasn't any sort of significant price spike. Actually, I want to see what sort of a price Monero is right now. So Monero is currently trading at $50. And I am going to put my hand down now, and I am going to admit I bought Monero at $200 around that price. That was around June. was it in June? Something like that. And I thought that I always said I thought the crypto would drop lower, but I didn't want to really believe my own claims in a way. And I just bought Monero and now it's down. So, we all lose the money here. Sorry, I need a drink. Yes. So let's go back to the news. Let's see what you guys been saying. If you guys been saying anything. Thank you guys. Keep remembering to smashing up the like buttons. Honestly means the world to me. Thank you to everyone who's watching it and still is with us. 2019 is going to be a fantastic year, basically. Whew. Okay. So now I want to go back to Indian citizens. Woohoo! India's back into the topic. So, Indian citizens are no stranger to their government's pessimistic views on cryptocurrency. And last Wednesday, the police force added to this sentiment with their own actual statement. So the law enforcement agency put out an advisory warning citizens that investments in cryptocurrencies have a heightened risk and aren't currently protected by any regulatory oversight in the country. Additionally, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, yeah, that's correct, has yet to grant any licensing or authorization for companies to deal with any cryptocurrencies. So, if you guys been around for a while, you know how the government, Indian and Chinese, act towards the crypto, and if they're pessimistic or optimistic. Indian government changing their mind about crypto is quite boring, to be fair, but I thought I'll just mention it. And we've also got some sort of Nasdaq companies hitting crypto exchanges. This is quite an interesting one and could become something big. So the Estonia-based DX exchange will soon hit the European market with tokenized versions of some of the America's biggest companies. And the exchange runs on the Ethereum blockchain with tokens backed by actual shares held and traded by partner NPS Marketplace Securities. And the company basically plans on launching the exchange with 10 Nasdaq-listed companies, including Facebook, Tesla, and Apple. So I think it was quite good news. I think this news could potentially bring some nice money into the crypto and potentially bring out something new to crypto. So guys, like I said, this week hasn't been really exciting. 2019 has rather started calmly. So if you guys got any questions to me, you would like to know anything more specifically what I think about studying crypto and what's my not maybe prediction, because I don't do predictions. I also made a tweet about prediction and people didn't exactly understood it. So I don't know if I will find that tweet, but that caused a little bit. Yeah. So I tweeted a while ago that the fact that none of the crypto experts managed to predict the correct or even near the range price of Bitcoin shows that nobody really knows anything about this market or which direction it's headed to. And I posted that on the 30th of December, and lots of people actually didn't understand what I meant by it. So I had to explain myself many times. But my point basically was that crypto experts, I meant the CNBC, so-called crypto experts, and all those famous predictions. And I really can't wait for John McAfee to eat his own parts. I swear he made some sort of a correction to his prediction recently, but it'll be definitely a funny one. And so guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Hit the like buttons, obviously, for me. Genuinely means the world. Follow me on Twitter at Altcoins. Subscribe to Compass Ladies and follow us on Twitter as well. And I hope you're going to have a great weekend, guys. I know it's pretty much over, at least where I am at. Tomorrow to work. All happy days. So I hope you had a good one. Hit the like button and have a good day. All the best to everyone. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.